have a true hip-hop pioneer with us today, the one and only Craig G, who helped write and coordinate some of the rap battles in 8 Mile. Craig G is a member of the legendary Juice Crew from the golden age of hip-hop. The Juice Crew consisted of OGs such as Marley Marl, MC Sean, DJ Polo, Roxanne Shante, Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane, Biz Markie, Mr. C, and several others. Centered around Queensbridge, New York, this crew paved the way for so many stars in hip-hop collectives such as the Wu-Tang Clan. The Juice Crew's collective, The Symphony, is one of the earliest and greatest posse tracks of all time. Craig has been putting out tracks since he was around 12 years old, and he's still producing dope albums and tracks. Welcome, Craig G. Thank you for spending some time with us.
What's good? First off, let me say rest in peace to Mr. C, DJ Polo, and Biz Markie.
Yes.
Definitely.
Right on.
Right. Well, thanks again, Craig, for spending time with us. We just have a few questions, if you can share with us and the audience that we're going to be showing to this at SteelStacks. First question, how did you get involved with the movie 8 Mile? Did Eminem approach you? Did the studio approach you? How did that even come about?
Very little known story. When you constantly hear about the Rap Olympics that Eminem was in right before he got signed to Dre, that's when I first met Eminem. I was actually a judge in that battle.
Wow. Okay.
And he battled a guy named Otherwise. And this is my personal opinion, I thought M won, and another judge was, I believe, AC Alone, and he was part of Otherwise crew. And they gave it to him, and I thought it was a travesty of justice, and I made a scene about it. And, I kind of got cool with them through that. But even a deeper, weirder story is, I don't know what year this was. I had a show in Miami, and then I had a show in Detroit. And we had a Sprinter type van. This was years ago. We do the show in Miami. We get to Detroit. Show's canceled. I'm like, oh man, me and my boy Will Pack, we looking for Phillies to roll some weed up in. We go to this gas station store, like warehouses behind it. And every time this door opened, I kept hearing hip hop. I was like, yo, what's that? So we walked over there. Lo and behold, it was the club The Shelter was based on.
Ah.
And me and Rest in Peace Proof, we went back and forth, rhyme for rhyme, like 87 rounds. None of us wanted to stop. And me and him became good friends after that.
Nice.
So, also rest in peace to Chino XL, because me, Proof, and Chino XL had a group that we pretty much was on the phone bouncing ideas back and forth, but we didn't really get to the studio because everybody was busy. But moving on, I believe that and also the Shelter situation, plus me and Paul Rosenberg, we had the same lawyer. I think all of that kind of worked its way into me getting that job.
Great story.
Nice. All right, so this is kind of a two-part question. So there's this famous scene in 8 Mile where B Rabbit's character causes Anthony Mackie, aka Papa Doc, to freeze up during their battle. So part one, was that concept your idea? And the second part is, have you ever did someone dirty like that during a battle?
Nah, honestly, from what I understand, Anthony Mackie wasn't really, had the motions down as far as battling. So they just wanted him to do one rhyme, which I wrote. And the weird thing is the movie was called The New Detroit Project at first. And they sent me the script and highlighted where they wanted me to write lyrics. And I did it, sent it back to them, whatever, got my first check. And then on New Year's Eve, or was it New Year's Day, I get a text. This was the 2A pages was out. Paul hit me. He's like, yo, you want to spend your New Year's in Detroit? I'm like, huh? He's like, we need you to coach Anthony Mackie, like the motions in the battle. And I think I was at a wild New Year's Eve party. I lost my ID. Remember, this is pre 9/11. I took a Greyhound bus to Detroit because of the money they offered me to come after the fact just to do that. And Anthony Mackie was doing the rhyme. He wasn't really getting it right. and everybody's trying to figure out what it was. And I kind of pulled him to the side, and I was like, "Yo, you suck." I like tried to make him upset. When he got upset, that's when he got that opening line when the show first starts, the movie first starts. And me in the
Wow.
battle, nah, I never had nobody freeze up. Not really. Not really.
Well, what was it like working on the set? Like, what was it like working with Eminem and the crew? If you could just little bit behind the scenes, how that was.
Believe it or not, M would shoot his scenes and then go to his trailer because he had his family with him. So he wasn't really around, but I hung out with everybody else. Me and Proof was running around all over Detroit, which is crazy. I remember another crazy story about that. It was during, what was that mayor that went to jail? Kwame Fitzpatrick, I think it was.
Yeah, Kwame Kirkpatrick.
Kirkpatrick,
Yep.
yeah. I was in the GM, the hotel near the GM building, and they was having his inauguration in the hotel. And I'm on the elevator with like 40 cops and a big ass bag of weed in my pocket. And they had the dog and everything on the elevator. I'm like, oh my God, no, no. And for some particular reason, the dog didn't bother me.
Hey, snitches get stitches, man.
I had an angel in my pocket that day.
There you go.
Absolutely.
But other than that, like, being on the set, it was long hours, man. Like, I don't envy movie stars. It's a lot of work, man. You got to sit around for hours and do stuff. Um, Proof, again, rest in peace, was this type of dude, would hang out till 5 in the morning. We got to be back on set at 7. I'm there, like, I don't even drink coffee, and I'm there, like, with my head in my hand, and he comes bouncing in the door like he had 8 hours of sleep. And,
Man.
all the extras and everybody was cool. And then they were gonna actually do a montage of him battling, and I was gonna be in the scene, but I didn't have the right year clothes because remember it was supposed to be
Mhm.
early '90s,
Yeah.
and they didn't do it. But I wound up in the bonus footage on the DVD.
Right.
Yeah,
Nice.
I have that copy with the special features, so I have to go back and
Uh-huh.
look at it
yeah.
again. Nice,
I
nice.
judged
Yeah.
like the battles for the extras.
Oh,
Nice,
right.
nice. So, in addition to multiple studio albums, we know you were the king of the rap battle scene for many years. Tell us a little bit about how you got into rap battling.
I don't even want to say I'm the king of rap battling, man. To be honest with you, and I'll explain it. I never
Mm-hmm.
really got into it. I started rapping when I was like 7, and that's all I did. I never wrote rhymes. I just would rhyme. So I guess it kind of picked up naturally like that. When I did my first single when I was 12 years old called Shout Rap, which was the rap version of Shout by Tears for Fears, MC Shan had to help me structure the song because I went in the studio and just rapped for 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's how the freestyling came about. But like for me, it's kind of bad because I enjoy it and it's cool, but it pigeonholed me and unjustly at that because they used to throw me in that category of the battle dudes can't make songs, and I'm like, yo, I had 4 or 5 what would be considered classics before anybody even knew about my freestyle ability.
Right.
So and then you could spend 7 8 hours in the studio, another 3 hours writing the song before you go to the studio, and it'd be the dopest song, concept, everything. And you go on stage to perform it live, and they're like, "Rap about my shoes," and you're like, "Come on, man! I really want you to hear this."
Right, right,
You know what
right.
I mean? I want you to hear. Like, I'm a writer more than anything else. The
Mm-hmm.
freestyling was just an extra. It was the undercoating on the new car.
Right, right, right.
So,
So, tell the audience what other projects have you recently completed? What else would you like to mention to the hip hop heads out there, Craig?
as I was saying before we went on air, I just today, September 3rd, 2024. I just finished the album. It's called The World is Cooked. I got KRS-One, Chuck D, Chubb Rock, Be Real, Freeway. I wasn't even trying to make an album. I wound up like doing some songs and then the beats kept coming and we wound up with 10 joints and 2 interludes and The first single called "The Okie Doke" will be out September 20th. The album will be out November 1st on all platforms, and we'll have vinyl probably in December, probably. So
That's dope. What a lineup! What a lineup for
Yeah, that's gonna be a banger right there.
old heads like us. Yeah, yeah.
And if you gauge from the title, "The World Is Cooked," then I think you already know what I'm talking about. So yeah,
Right on.
All right. Yeah, so this question is it's kind of it's a little personal to me, knowing the Juice Crew. So, is there a Juice Crew reunion in the works, or are there plans for a kind of Juice Crew reunion?
well, we did quite a few, man. We did
Mm-hmm.
quite a few. We did a good 7, 8 reunion shows. We went to Europe. Not everybody
Mm-hmm.
came, but it was the
Yeah.
bulk of us. And I don't know, we might do them, but after Biz, we really
Yeah.
kind of like, So maybe the most you might see is me, G-Rap, Kane, and Ace on the same show, probably.
Okay.
That's the last one we did. We did that in June, I think, in Atlantic City. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Nice,
Great.
nice.
Nice.
As you know, we'll be showing this video to the crowd who just watched 8 Mile at SteelStacks in Bethlehem. So shout out to everybody.
Shout out to PA.
Yes, sir.
Right on.
Right.
So thank you again, Craig G, for giving us some time. Everybody go check out his new album, The World Is Cooked, dropping November 1st.
Can I clear up a huge misconception about 8 Mile?
Yes, please do.
Yes.
I didn't write any of Eminem's lyrics.
Okay.
Only the opponents. And
Okay.
a lot of them took what I wrote and used their own stuff, like within what I wrote. I think Exhibit probably said the closest of the full rhyme that I wrote, but he even changed a couple of lines. Didn't change my check, but it was still a great experience to work on the movie and, help out the actors with the motions, with battling and all that, man. So
Yeah.
What a legacy. Yeah.
Keep that authenticity, though. Yeah.
which also led to me writing the Dangerous characters rhyme and Get Rich or Die Trying as well.
Oh, we just have brought that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We did review that movie also.
When he was in the club and they shot it up and Dangerous, I wrote that song. Yeah.
All right.
Were you involved with the movie Bodied at all that Eminem had put with all those rap battles as well? Okay.
No. Because that wasn't like a theatrical release. So.
Not at all. Right.
Right.
Yeah. You like come out for the future films.
that Universal Pictures check those were nice. So,
you still get residuals on that or what?
I did on the DVD sales, but that's gone and went now. Ain't nobody buying no DVDs. So
you're not getting a penny from Netflix.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah, hey,
great experience.
Yeah,
absolutely.
awesome.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Let's again enjoy the movie. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It's not the battles you're seeing now that's become popular where you know who your opponent is 8 years before the battle happens. 8 Mile was more about the organic, battling where it was just you and another person. You might have found out 10 minutes ago you was battling them and you had to take a long look at them and soak in all the jokes before you started rhyming. So I hope y'all enjoyed the movie. And like I said, The World Is Cooked. Be out November 1st. One love, y'all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks for all you've done for the culture and for blazing a trail for so many people. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it as well.
Yes. Give you your flowers.